Welcome to the NBA on Prime, presented by Wingstop. The Minnesota Timberwolves, a 49-win team a season ago, against the Los Angeles Lakers, who won 50 games for the first time in 5 years. And they've got a second-year coach, J.J. Redick, who's got this team ready to go, although they lose opening night to the Warriors here by 10. The Timberwolves on Wednesday beat Portland by 4. And the Timberwolves are led by the terrific young star in the making, Anthony Edwards. Top 10 in scoring, top 10 in most metrics, doing everything now to his game that he wants. The long-range shooting we've seen, now the mid-range game is in his sights. And as I sit next to Candace Parker and Dwayne Wade, let's talk about matchups to watch early in this one. Candace, between the Wolves and the Lakers.
Well, you see the game the way you played it, and I'm looking at that matchup between Gobert and Aiden. Obviously, Gobert finding his way in the offense, understands how to play off of Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. Aiden finding that connectivity with Reeves and Luka. We'll see about this adjustment in this second game.
I like that, Candace. I'm going to follow your lead. So as a guy who had the ball a lot, the top defender gets the assignment. So I'm going to go with Jaden McDaniels and Luka Doncic. Well, I just talked about Luka. He did a great job of having 60% of his points in the paint. It's going to be on Jaden McDaniels to make sure that he's taking those long step-back shots, going to his left for long threes, and not getting down in the paint, creating offense for his team.
Our officials tonight, the crew chief is James Williams in his 16th year. The referee is Sean Corbin in his 31st. And our umpire, Tyler Ricks. In the replay center, Andy Nagy, Evan Scott, Robert Hussey, and here we go. The Timberwolves won by 4 Wednesday in Portland, shooting almost 50% right across the board. Hit their threes, just under 50% from the field, and they got it first with Edwards working on Vincent for a three. And it's saved by Austin Reeves, and out of bounds he goes with the ball, Minnesota's ball.
Well, right away, I like the action that Minnesota came out in for Anthony Edwards. They didn't just give him the ball and say create something. They actually ran some things in misdirection and got him a good shot.
There's a new starting point guard this season for the Timberwolves, Dante DiVincenzo. Mike Conley will come off the bench. And Gobert, who we just heard from with Allie, will feed to Don. And he puts it up and in. Dante gets the 2 on the floater.
And Dante not having the greatest outing in game 1, switching to that point guard position with Conley on the bench. But immediately Coach Finch gets him going downhill with a Rudy Gobert pick and roll.
Doncic with that feisty defense of Dante DiVincenzo on him, and they're on top and 3 to fire with the fake and the 3. And the rebound by Edwards. Quick outlet to McDaniels. Goes the other way. Luka in the way into the rack for 2.
Jaden McDaniels going downhill. They're trying to get him in the open court more so he has more opportunities, Candace. They want him more involved in his offense. We all do.
Lakers the other night shot 54% from the floor. It was a good night for Reeves, who put in 26. Fans right there. I think Anthony Edwards got hit in the eye as he goes the other way, and inside the paint, there's 2, and it's put in. And McDaniels has now 4 on his first 2 of the game. First 2 shots are in.
And Coach Finch talked before the game about Jaden McDaniels' emergence on the offensive end. We understand he's long, athletic, can defend, but putting the ball in his hands more to start this season.
DiVincenzo was defending Doncic, who is holding his hand, as you can see. Maybe it was just a quick jam, but it looks like it might even be a little bit more than that. Boom.
Right here, McDaniels just taking it on. Lakers struggled early on against Golden State, keeping them out of transition. A lot of on-ball turnovers, which ignited their offense.
Coach Finch talked about the trades last year that happened and how it kind of changed the team, and how Jaden McDaniels, before the trades, was going to be more involved in the offense. But then the trades happened. They had to kind of get Julius Randle up to speed and everything. And so now, having a full year with this new team, you see the emphasis on Jaden McDaniels attacking, making sure that he's not only shooting spot-up threes, but he's getting in the paint.
And when you talk about that trade, and of course that was right before the season began last year, shocked the NBA, but it takes a team a while to adjust to that kind of a move.
Well, it takes a team a while, and for them to adjust and in the same year make it to back-to-back Western Conference Finals, I mean, I'd say that's an adjustment.
Vincent is working on Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Cross court, DiVincenzo. Corner, McDaniels, 3. And it's out of bounds. It's off the Lakers. Ayton was reaching in, trying to grab, and out of bounds in Minnesota's ball. Here's Chris Finch, 6th year. He has been a part of these stair-step moves from the playoffs to 2 straight Western Conference Finals.
And defense has been the mentality of Minnesota. They built it on that. They have the switchability that you understand it takes to win a championship in this league.
Julius Randle with a 3.
Well, Anthony Edwards, he draws so much attention, and he is very unselfish. And so last game, we know he only had 1 assist. Coach talked about wanting to make sure that he has more opportunities to make sure his teammates get shots.
Doncic putting it through. 5-time first-team All-NBA. The big trade last year. Randle going in, contorts on Hachimura with a whistle and a foul. At the 9:28 mark, and Hachimura will pick up his first.
And so much has been on the shoulders of Luka early on. Austin Reeves moving into a different role with LeBron James out. And it's going to be interesting who that number 3 person is that steps up and is able to be and contribute on the offensive end.
You know, Candace, I like it for Luka. I know it's not ideal for LeBron, or I know it's not ideal for the Lakers that LeBron is not playing. But this gives Luka an opportunity to really put his identity on this team and allow all of us to see the way that he's going to play and how he's going to feel without LeBron being on the court with him. So I kind of like it early in the season for Luka.
LeBron missing a season opener for the first time in his career, and this is his NBA record 23rd season in the league. He's 40. He'll be 41 in December. But last year's second NBA all-time player with this Laker team in his 7th year. Doncic will put up a 3. Hits one right there. A triple, and Luka's got a quick 7.
And you see Gobert in that drop coverage. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to stay in that, because Luka, that is exactly what he wants to play against.
Edwards the miss, Reeves the rebound. Here comes Reeves. He had 26 the other night and good numbers last season. Doncic 3. Rebound Randle. Minnesota would like to run more. He says, Chris Finch told us it's not necessarily in our DNA, but when we do run and are better in that kind of a transitional game, we were playing our best. Randle for a triple.
Every time they get an opportunity, they're looking to pitch the ball up to Jaden McDaniels because they know outside of end, he's the best attacker in this lineup. And so they're looking to pitch it up to him to give him an opportunity to get some early offense.
Reeves making a move. And Hachimura is wide open. Late close, 3 is down, and he's got his first basket.
And that's a great sign for the Lakers. The ball touches paint with Reeves. Rui makes the T-Wolves pay.
DiVincenzo. He did not shoot all that well the other night, but he's off to a start here.
Yeah, I think coming into the game, first game, been in a new role, playing point guard, you know, there's a lot in your mind. Now he's able to get a little comfortable and just settle in and shoot the basketball the way he does.
Gabe Vincent with the 3.
And right there, Gabe Vincent spreading the wealth from beyond the arc. Right back at you. It's a shootout here in Crypto.com Arena.
Minnesota from 3 the other night was 15 of 30, so they really were hitting, but the Lakers were not. They were 8 of 32 from 3. They lost by 10. They missed 11 free throws in that game. It's a turnover right there. DiVincenzo gets it up, and Edwards will fly inside.
And what you can't do against this T-Wolves team is turn the ball over right there, because they're going to make you pay. They have guys that love to live in transition.
8-point lead for the Timberwolves. Winning their opener, Lakers lost their opener. We come back to LA after this on Prime.
season spent with the Cavs, of course, spending the next 4 with our teammate Dwayne Wade in the Miami Heat, then returning home, delivering on his promise, all before making a trek west, becoming a Los Angeles Laker. But for a career that's been primarily built on durability, Kevin, you mentioned it, for the first time in his NBA career, he begins it on the sidelines, dealing with what the team reported back on October 9th as sciatica. Now the latest with LeBron is he's expected to be reevaluated in the coming weeks as he continues to be very patient with the controlled ramp-up program, which I'm sure, Dwayne, you can attest to is easier said than done, as the last place he enjoys being is on the sidelines. But guys, I'm told Bron is doing everything, both mentally and physically, to get back with his teammates as soon as possible. Having said that, as the team awaits his return, Luka Doncic, guys, has made it very clear it's all about that next man up mentality. Kevin?
It is, and a good report, Allie, and thank you for the update. Doncic finding room inside, carving for his 9th point of the night.
And the Lakers finding ways to score. Minnesota coming out in that zone, and Luka not settling for the outside jump shot, getting to that nice bank shot.
It's Edwards. Vincent there. Gobert with the screen. Trying to poke and prod and spin and fire on that 16-footer. That mid-range shot is what he worked all off-season on.
You love to see it. It's a point of emphasis for him, and you can tell how much work he really put in, the confidence that he has. Just get to his spots. He's more athletic than most guys. He can shoot right over the top of it.
Now they got Ayton over there trying to defend Edwards, and he pops up a 3. He took the second most last season, and he made the second most threes in the NBA.
Yes, and Anthony Edwards, that was calm, cool, and collected stepping into that. If you're Ayton, you got to get in his shot-making space.
Oh, nice scoop inside, gliding for 2. Reeves puts it up and in.
Ayton was giving him a step. He didn't want him to blow by him.
Poked away, Hachimura there. It is off Minnesota. It's the Lakers ball.
I mean, Anthony Edwards right here. Just get to his spot. You know, Gabe Vincent is a shorter defender that's right under him. Just get over the top. And then here, he's playing him because he will blow by him. Just give him a little space. And this is what he practices on. He shot about 700 of those last year. That's target practice for him.
Timeout taken by Minnesota halfway through the first. And the Lakers and the Timberwolves battling here in game 2 for each. In the NBA. Prime is brought to you by Wingstop. Big plays with even bigger flavor. Wingstop is here. By CarMax. You want to drive? And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Gorgeous day in Southern California. There was a challenge as we were going to break. It was put on by Minnesota, and they won the challenge. Foul on Doncic. Ball was off the Lakers. Minnesota's ball. Chris Finch, 6th year. He's been there during the climb of this franchise. For 16 years of 17 seasons, they were not in the playoffs. They were the losingest professional franchise in sports, in all the major sports. But boy, if they turn the corner with a couple of big acquisitions and getting their gem in Anthony Edwards.
Well, once again, Chris Finch, he stood up in his chair a little bit when we was talking and asking questions about what's important. And what he said is important, that we talk about Anthony Edwards winning. He's been in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years. He's only 24 years old. He's done a lot of winning at a young age.
Randall will knock it in. Couple substitution. Naz Reid is in the game. Randall just put in his 9th. Doncic will bring it up. Reeves, Marcus Smart is in the game. Ayton in the middle. He'll try to set a high screen. And Doncic will try to ply his way in. Rebound Minnesota. Reed, Randall, Reed, the pump, the drive, the floater. Inside, Reeves will control it. Lakers last year the number 3 seed in the Western Conference. Reeves getting his shot with a little bump, and he gets the 2.
We saw what Reeves could do on the offensive end in that 4th quarter against Golden State, scoring 13 of his points. So Lakers need Reeves to be aggressive, and we would like to see him get to the paint for the Lakers to be successful tonight.
Ayton had the rebound. Reeves the other way, splits the D. Dalton Connect is in the game for the first time. Their top pick last year out of Tennessee with the spin. Reed is there. LaRavia
Oh, he fouled.
with the move and out of bounds.
Well, Candace, one thing Reeves did very well last game as well. Obviously, the fourth quarter, he had 14 points, but he had 9 assists as well. So he did a great job of making sure he got in the paint and passed to his teammates. So him and Luka put an emphasis on making sure they touched the paint.
So now we've seen all the new players. Dante DiVincenzo is out. They're going to bring in Conley, Minnesota will. For the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia has come in for the first time with Reeves to LaRavia, who was actually drafted by Minnesota as a 3, and that's what he can do. And they wanted more three-point shooting on this team, and they get it with him.
And there were glimpses of great minutes LaRavia played the other night against Golden State. Having somebody that can knock down the 3, handle the ball, offload some of that ball handling position for Reeves and Luka.
Edwards with a 3. He's knocked in 1. Rebound by Doncic. Luka had hip and groin issues the other night. He's kind of been favoring a hand tonight. They go inside. There's Ayton, but the defense was there. Terrific play, McDaniels. Randall. Look at him spin, feed, and look inside. Not out of bounds, and an errant throw.
And Randall thinking that he was throwing it to Rudy Gobert. And Oz Reed was like, no, I need it a little bit lower.
But we know Jaden McDaniels is an elite defender. He just showed you why. I think DeAndre Ayton did exactly what everybody's been talking about. He rolled to the rim fast. He posted up. He got it right in front of the basket. But Jaden McDaniels is just elite at defense.
Marcus Smart. He's only played 54 games the last couple of years. Injuries. He's moved from team to team. Memphis to Washington. Doncic's 3. Terrence Shannon is checked in for the Timberwolves. With Reed bringing it up. And here's Shannon, second-year player from Illinois. Came on strong last year. Tried it inside into Ayton the block. And put back up and in by Jaden McDaniel.
Kevin, what did you say is Shannon from again? What did you say? Illinois? Chicago? Okay, I just, for Candace and I purposes, we just want to know.
Yeah.
We play a little basketball.
We do a little something.
Conley the bump. Doncic hits. Foul called. He's got 14 in the first quarter. And he is off to a terrific start.
And we're accustomed to seeing Luka the Don operate in the mid-range. Right here, he does not back away from contact. He seeks it. And with that body, that frame, the amount of and-ones that he generates because he's always under control. He plays off 2 feet, and he plays his style of basketball.
And a slimmer body, a better fit. He's in shape. He's lost 31 pounds from last year.
I love that in an interview with Dirk, that Dirk brought up men's health. I love that he brought up men's health, but Luka has done an amazing job of listening to the noise and going to the lab and making sure that he changes all the conversation.
Connect is defending Edwards. Off balance. Oh, impact! Wow! Nice shot by Ant.
And D-Wade. What is the next step that Ant Edwards can take in his game? He's got the 3, he's got the mid-range, he gets to the basket. It's getting easy points from the free throw line.
Yes, we talk about it all the time. We were so happy with his 8 free throws that he shot in game 1. We want to see that 8 to 10 free throws a night just by putting your head down and making the defenders make the mistake. And then you get a chance to reap the benefit. So, and Edwards has shown us the entire bag early in this season.
It's Edwards on the miss, and he puts it up and in. Him and Doncic are going mano-a-mano. 11 points for Edwards, and Doncic in the contest has put in 14 for L.A. Just as we thought. Their names were on the marquee. A 3. Got it!
A little miscommunication on that.
Those miscommunications lead to target practice for Luka Doncic, just like he was shooting before the game in that coverage.
He was shooting with the left hand before the game, by the way.
Connect is watching Edwards. Vanderbilt is in. Gobert is shoved. Shannon will feed. Reed in the corner to Conley. Shot clock at 3 in the floater. Rebound Conley. And then it's finally picked up by the former Timberwolf, Jared Vanderbilt. In and healthy, and they need his defense. Doncic will dance, fire, and is getting fouled. He gives you a different move with every part of his body.
Here's the difficult part right here. You got Ant Edwards, passes up 1 to get that pretty 2-point mid-range. But right here, drop coverage, a little confusion between the 2 bigs. Luka's going to give you a dose of everything.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's going to have a counter for the dose.
We got a counter for the counter. He just puts so much pressure on the defense. You cannot say he just goes left or he just goes right. Or you can't say that with Luka. Luka shows you everything. And like you said, even if you stop that, he has a counter for that.
But you think about the greats in this league, T-Wade, in the past and the present. They've always been able to play at their pace.
Yes.
And one thing, even from rookie year, when Doncic came into the league 8 years ago, we always said he played at his own pace. You cannot speed him up.
Doncic has the last 9 points for LA. With Edwards working on LaRavia. Lost it. Retains it. Feeds it. Reed. A 3. Ooh, Nas Reed.
The T-Wolves having a luxury of having 7 guys from last season that made over 100 threes. This is not an on night for the T-Wolves. They can do this.
Oh, he's feeling it. Doncic has been on automatic in this first quarter. 21 4 threes. What a display. Conley will put up a long shot. Rebound Shannon, knocked away LaRavia. And it is off of LA. It's Minnesota's ball.
Everything the defense does is the wrong thing when it comes to Luka. They go under the screen, he's going to stop and pop and make you pay. You go over the screen, he's going to stop, have patience, let you run it to him, shot fake, and get to the free throw line. You can't do no right, you can do a lot of wrong.
Shannon on top. Screen by Gobert. Switch with Vanderbilt. 3 by Edwards.
They cooking. They cooking.
14.
I love this. Pick them up, man. Love this. Let's go. We in LA.
Through traffic to the rack.
It doesn't matter.
23 for Doncic.
That old saying, anything you can do, I can do better.
Shannon, the pump fake, and the 3. Rebound collected by Luka, who is exhausted. I don't blame him.
As he should be. 23 points.
I bet you if he get the ball, he won't be exhausted, though. Watch how that ball gives you energy.
That's right.
Look, watch his energy.
Here it goes over Reed. Partially deflected, couldn't rise high enough. Shannon will drive, Euro step and feed with the whistle. And a foul. It's on Austin Reeves. Reeves will pick it up. Number 1.
Right here, you got Edwards dancing on him from beyond the arc.
In the words of Dick Vitale, anything you can do, I can do better.
Boy, I don't know, man. We're going back and forth.
This is great.
Seeing all-stars go at it. All NBA selections. Ayton back in. Arabia out. Connect will be on the ball. Reeves remains. Vanderbilt on the floor for defense. Keeping an eye on that hand, that thumb, that wrist. Shannon. Reed. And Reeves. There's a difference of 4 seconds. Game clock and shot clock. Minnesota with a foul to give. Lakers had a foul to give earlier on. Ayton that high screen. Reeves will work on Conley. Chased by the hustling Shannon. Vanderbilt right there, and he steals it for LA. Marcus Smart has it. New possession. Final seconds. Reeves to the hole. No. Defended well. Got a hand on it. 1 second left and out of bounds.
There's Rudy Gobert coming over to protect the rim, but extra effort by Jared Vanderbilt, doing a great job on the defensive end, getting extra possession for the Lakers.
1 second. Smart to inbound. Plenty of time. Reeves 3. Good if it goes. And the quarter has come to a close. Doncic had the last 14 Laker points. Edwards put in 14 for Minnesota. Luka put in 23. These 2 All-Stars, these 2 All-NBA players going head-to-head, eye-to-eye. This is the NBA on Prime.
playing. Yep.
Western Conference Finals or a bust?
Man, listen, at this point, it's championship or a bust. Shit, we done been there twice, baby.
I like that.
What's your name?
Tyler.
Tyler. Nice to meet you, my man.
Tyler Rich. Nice to meet you.
Let's go. Let's go to work.
The 43 points that Doncic had grabbed the headlines Tuesday. The 41 that Anthony Edwards had in their opener Wednesday at Portland. Most points scored in a season opener in Timberwolves franchise history. We start the second quarter. Here comes Vincent into Ayton. Gobert is there.
And the Lakers point of emphasis coming out of that timeout to get Ayton a touch in the paint. He scores over the rim protector in Rudy Gobert.
DiVincenzo losing it inside, and the feed from Conley is out there. Gobert. Also, Jalen Clark is on the floor for the Wolves. Naz Reid remains. Here is Rui Hachimura, Ayton, and Austin Reeves. And Ayton over Gobert.
I love the intentionality by the Lakers right now, making sure to get Ayton into the ball game, making sure he gets touches right away in the second quarter.
Faking a drive inside by Reeves. The collision, they go out of bounds. 4-on-4. DiVincenzo. Clark, a rising player, and the 38-year-old Mike Conley. Off the bench now. Better to manage the minutes, Chris Finch told us. DiVincenzo. Moravia defends. Wow, he's hitting them.
And DiVincenzo, known for his shot-making, shot-taking ability. Bouncing back, I'd say, after game one. He told Allie Clifton that he played like...
Something.
Yeah, something. In game
something that stinks.
Hachimura with a lot of congestion. Wolves control. DiVincenzo. Clark will set up. Reeves is there. Tap in was up and through. Got it to go.
You know, one thing that I'm really impressed about with the Timberwolves so far is their transition offense. Normally, when you're a great transition defensive team, you're not really a great transition offensive team. And so to see them be able to put both together is really impressive.
And D-Wade, I'm impressed with their depth. You think about Shannon Jr. coming in early. Naz Reid came in early. But you talk about the young fella, Clark.
Yeah.
He really had a huge impact in their game one play against Portland on the defensive end. And when you have guys that have the switchability, you understand what it takes to win a championship. OKC, they have that. They can switch at every point from the guard position, and Timberwolves aren't far off.
Mike Conley just picked up his third. Hachimura. Reed is on him. Shot clock at 5.
I personally want to see more of that with LeBron James being out. I want to see Rui just involved in the offense more, but also just being more aggressive when he gets his opportunities. So, good job, Rui.
Over 8. Reeves the rebound. He's got 5. Inside. Hachimura plants. Gobert couldn't get him. There we go again, D.
Yeah, he shot 6 shots last game. All of them were threes. Today, he's mixed it up. He's had some pull-ups. He's had some in the paint. He's had some threes. That's the Rui we need to see.
DiVincenzo into Vincent. That's a foul. Hey, Vincent will pick it up. Now in his 3rd season with LA. Vincent number 1. Rui again.
And this is what you were talking about, D-Wade. Rui being aggressive, a rim run. At his size, Coach JJ has talked about him taking advantage of mismatches and exploiting the defense in transition.
Timeout taken, 9:24 to go in the half. Lakers and Wolves on Prime. Los Angeles, the NBA on Prime is presented by Wingstop. Gorgeous day here in Southern California. Kevin Harlan along with champions in the WNBA. Candace Parker from the NBA, Dwayne Wade. I'm with NBA and WNBA royalty. So good to be with you guys. Good start, and we've seen our 2 stars really shine.
Well, in a league that loves their stars,
right,
as fans of the game, you got to be excited after that first quarter. It was Ant-Man versus Luka matching bucket for bucket.
You love when stars understand the moment.
Reed trying to cut. Bones Highland had it. Laravia was right there. There's a whistle and a technical.
Looked like J.J. Redick had a lot to say.
Well, at least he earned it. He gave him a thumbs up afterwards, so it looks like he earned it. See? He's happy with it.
Great.
DiVincenzo at the line. J.J. Redick in his second season after a 15-year playing career. Mentioned this earlier to our other audience that the Lakers had that 50-win season, first time in 5 years they put that together. They were the number 3 seed. Bones Highland with the ball. Conley's got the foul problems. That's a step back 3. Hachimura was defended. It's dug out and saved there by Clark.
And right now, T-Wolves are living off of second chance opportunities.
Like right there.
As the Lakers are struggling to kick the T-Wolves off the glass.
Well,
look at that. That's already 6 offensive rebounds.
That's why I'm a big fan of Rudy Gobert, because he does all the little things. They may not always show up in the stat sheet, but the things he brings to this team and to all the teams he's been on obviously allows him to be 4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Clark just picked up the foul, first for him. So here's Reeves at the line. Second chance points to your point. 14-0 Minnesota. Those offensive rebounds are huge. Now the other night, Ayton only had 2 offensive rebounds, and they're counting, the Lakers are, on him grabbing some of those missed shots.
Well, that was evident in the playoffs last year in that first round, with the Lakers struggling to guard and figure out an answer for Rudy Gobert and the physicality of the T-Wolves at the rim.
Gobert out. Julius Randle in for Minnesota. Clark going over the back of Laravia.
Kevin, to your point about Ayton, I have a teammate that's back. All of us have a teammate now that's back in the studio named Udonis Haslam. And UD would tell you that you have to do your work early. Ayton has to do his work early if he wants to be a good offensive rebounder for this team.
Cutting Vincent. Reads the feed. Vincent's got 3. Here we go. In the corner, Clark. It's a 3. He's improved his shooting.
We're looking at a connected team, Candace. We're looking at a team that understands what their game is. Like you said, they're returning 7 players, but also, too, looking at a team and guys that know that coach trusts them, and he's going to put them on the floor. He's going to his bench in these first 2 games a lot.
Hachimura.
And as Hachimura knocks that down, mid-range mastery, you got a leader like Anthony Edwards for the T-Wolves that's saying in that lovely soundbite as Bones Highland knocks down that mid-range, championship or bust. That's your 24-year-old leader. So there's pressure that he himself is putting on this team that Western Conference is not good enough.
Here's a drive by Reeves, defended by Highland. Reeves continues to rack him up. He's got 7. The other night he had 26.
Highland came in the 4th quarter of their first game and played some important minutes for them, and that builds confidence. And he's a guy who can fill it up, so they need him, and he built confidence last game. So coach trusted in Highland, allowed for him to hopefully have the season that he wants early.
Vincent again. Into DiVincenzo. And out to Reeves for 3. Over Reed, a triple will drop.
And what that drive by Gabe Vincent generated was a paint touch, which had the Timberwolves defense collapse, which allowed Reeves to get an easy catch and shoot through.
First time, 52 apiece. Randle against 8. Shot clock at 7. Beautiful play, counted for 2 and sent into the line. Time now for the Fly Better Moments presented by Emirates.
Right here, we used to call it paint to grade. Gabe Vincent surveying, not taking that quick layup. T-Wolves defense has to collapse D-Wade, and you get an easy practice shot. When the ball comes from the paint, that's like your practice shots you take before the game.
Well, it's so good when Austin Reeves has been doing the same exact thing. I think early on he had 4 assists. I don't know what he has at this very moment, but he's been doing the same exact thing. And so once you see someone that can shoot the ball anytime they want, do that. Give up a shot for a better shot. It makes you do it as well. And so Good move by Gabe Vincent.
Ayton just picked up his first. They go inside. A turnover. Randall and down court. It ends up with newly instated Anthony Edwards. Doncic in as well. Reed on top. That's going to go down. Bones Highland. It was a first-round pick by Denver. Had some time there. Re-signed by Minnesota in September.
In the Lakers' last game, struggling with 14 first-half turnovers, settled down in the second half and took care of the ball, but with live ball turnovers in this league.
LaRavia shot. And Ayton was right there. And Ayton the last to touch it. He's got 4.
The T-Wolves arguing and wanting goaltending on that play.
The Lakers having 20 turnovers last game. That's hard to overcome, especially when you have one of the greatest players sitting out. You cannot turn the ball over this much. You want to make sure, like JJ said, get ball on basket and give yourselves a chance.
Randall was taking it in. Ball jarred away. Yeah, Lakers turned it over 20 times. Minnesota turned it over 19 times. Points of emphasis for both coaches coming in to tonight as Marcus Smart has come in. Doncic, Hachimura, Smart, Ayton, and LaRavia, the Laker 5. Highland remains on the ball. Daniels is in. There's a 3 in the corner from Rui. Defended by Randall and picked up by Edwards and kicked right there. LaRavia. Timberwolves in this rematch. They beat the Lakers in the first round last year, 4-1. JJ Redick was telling us we finished the season so strong. Then we kind of took a week off. We caught our breath, we exhaled, and that was a mistake.
There's always a dance at the end of the season. How much practice, how much film, rest, rust, all of those things.
Edwards maneuvers, splits, drives, foul. Foul called in there. Arabia will pick it up. Anthony Edwards to the free throw line, looking at the upcoming national TV schedule. Monday on Peacock, Tuesday on Peacock and NBC, Wednesday on ESPN. Terrific games. For more on these games and the NBA, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. LaRavia is going to check out.
Anthony Edwards has the defense off balance right now. I think last year he was a little bit more predictable. You knew he probably on the isolation would go for the pull-up 3 or the step-back 3. Right now, they don't know what he's going to do. He's getting the opportunity to put so much pressure on the defense. That's why he's getting to the line more.
And if you're the Lakers, it's tough enough to guard Anthony Edwards one possession. You get a miss and you don't get the rebound, and guess what you get rewarded with? You have to guard him again.
How about Smart? Reeves at the other end. But Marcus Smart made that happen.
Well, that's what they brought him for, Kevin. They brought him here for that intensity, that guy, defensive player of the year. He knows what it takes. And so it's good to see him get into the mix a little bit.
It's Randall. And Ayton will challenge. Got his own miss. Surrounded by Golden, outside it goes. And picked up by Smart again. Highland, shot clock at 5. Randall, hold on. It's Jaden McDaniels climbing the ladder.
Part of the reason they brought Randall to the Wolves is for his playmaking ability. Doing a nice job of finding his teammate cut into the rim.
Under 4 to go. Doncic.
Got it.
The bump, the shot, and the foul on Jaden McDaniels.
And D-Wade, this is what Marcus Smart brings to the table. That hustle, that tenacity was rewarded on the previous possession. This possession, the Wolves got that opportunity. Randall makes him pay with a no-look lob to Jaden McDaniels.
Well, the entire possession started with Julius Randle shooting a shot and getting his own offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding is effort. He went after it, got his team another possession, which led to obviously a lob to McDaniels.
How about the shot making in this game? Each team is shooting over 50% from the floor, 61% for the Lakers, 57% for Minnesota. Each team is shooting at least 50% from 3 as well.
Well, Kevin, I want to bring it back to what D-Wade said, because that's a guard comment right here. It's effort. You got to box. You box out.
That was bothering.
Randall,
I could see it was bothering
you box out Rudy Gobert.
No, that ain't my job. That wasn't my job. I'm sorry. I ain't validated.
Guards always want to yell at the post. Box out. It's effort.
You're right.
Well, help us.
Vanderbilt is in. Lakers are small. Here comes McDaniels with Gobert and Randall on the floor, and on top, the screen from Gobert.
Right here, the Lakers loaded up on Ant-Man.
Vanderbilt is on him.
Got it.
Good fake. He's got 15. He'll stay there. Doncic had the ball. Swipe by DiVincenzo. Oh, here comes Edwards. He floated foul. Offensive foul on Minnesota. Wipe it away.
I saw another commercial. It flashed in my eye. It flashed in my eyes. I saw another commercial.
I don't know about that one.
You know about it.
I don't know about that one.
That is not what it looks like it is.
Doncic with 25, 23 in the first quarter. Rested a good part of the beginning of the second. About 3 to play in the half. Now Doncic will bring out the defense of Gobert with a 3. Edwards rebound.
And an adjustment in the Wolves defense. They're picking up Luka a little bit higher, even when they have to switch with Gobert. They're making it a little bit tougher when he comes off the screens.
Hachimura defending Julius Randle. Vanderbilt.
Coach Finch talked about switching Rudy Gobert on Luka and said he was very confident in that.
Doncic. Reeves. Smart for 3. Timeout Minnesota. We're tied at 61.
Marcus Smart, Candace, has come in this game and has changed the game. And it started on the defensive end of the floor, and now he gets rewarded with the corner 3.
Looking forward to that, Taylor. Thank you. Here comes Anthony Edwards. 15 points. Doncic 25. Tied at 61. DiVincenzo missed it all. Doncic catches. Mid-season trade last year shocked the NBA world from Dallas to LA. Outside Hachimura. It's a 3 and a lunging rebound inside by McDaniels. Under 2 to go.
Candace, I've watched Rudy Gobert settle into his role with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Got a chance to watch him up close in Utah. And he would be mad if he was missed going to the basket. Right now, he just does his job. He gets back. He continues to bring what he brings to this team without having his hands or putting his head down when he doesn't get the ball. I love his role on this team. He's fully in it.
Second chance points, Candace. Stand out. 18-0 Minnesota. Jackhammered in right there by Randall.
And I know Taylor is excited to get to the Luka and Ant, but let's give Julius Randle some credit here. 14 first half points. He averages the highest in his career as Luka knocks it down against the Lakers, the team that drafted him.
Number 7.
Did you have some beef for Miami when you went back and played them?
Well, that don't count. I was old, but I did have some beef for Chicago.
Edwards cross court. McDaniels watching that baseline. On top, Randall.
They're moving the ball very unselfish.
Beautifully. McDaniels with a 3. Hachimura with the rebound. Luka's got it with 27. Bumped at every turn. And foul. Every time he takes it, he feels it.
Right here, Rudy Gobert missing the easy bunny. Randall following it up. That's their 18th second chance point.
And Luka just gets to what he's getting to any spot he wants to get to on the floor right now. And you can tell that the Minnesota Timberwolves are actually not They're not getting angry that he's getting all these points right now. They were ready for Luka to score, then everybody else to score.
DiVincenzo picked up his second.
And to your point, D-Wade, Coach Finch said he's okay with Luka living inside of the arc. I think the biggest adjustment in this second quarter is he hasn't made a three. That's what killed them in the first half. He was 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. They're making him work here in this second quarter.
First Laker lead tonight. Doncic, who had 43 the other night in the opener. Highest mark for a Laker in an opening night game since Kobe's 45 in 2007. Oh, he stepped over. He's on the line. A turnover by Minnesota. That's their 7th after having 19 the other night in Portland.
You have a different look when Vanderbilt and also Marcus Smart are on the floor for the Lakers. Those two guys bring a defensive intensity that the Lakers did not have last year at this time, especially. So you can see it and you can feel it when those guys in. They bring a confidence to everyone else on the defensive end of the floor.
DiVincenzo checks out. Jalen Clark will check in. Half a minute to go, first half.
Right here, Jared Vanderbilt playing the 5, where the Lakers are a little thin in depth at the center position with Jackson Hayes out.
Stay down.
Good fake. Doncic fires. Foul call.
I said stay down because I'm sitting over here. Not like I could do it. It's way easier over here.
He's just a master. A terrific performance for Slovenia and Eurobasket. The weight loss, the full camp ingrained in the system. Although they didn't have LeBron in camp, they're still working on chemistry and those things. But Doncic, it is not the face. They're certainly sharing it, him and LeBron at this franchise, and Doncic at the line. Tip off the season with the NBA ID Season Start Challenge. Members in the U.S. and Canada who complete the challenge will be entered for a chance to win a trip to the Emirates NBA Cup Championship in Las Vegas. Join now in the NBAM. Another free throw for Luka coming up. Doncic signed the 3-year contract extension over the summer. And it was for a lot of money. 10 seconds. Lakers by 5 by a 68-53 margin, and a drive by Edwards and a foul called Marcus Smart. Lakers had a foul to give. Wolves led by 11.
I know that seemed like it didn't matter if it was something small, but having a veteran guard to understand where to take the foul at, not allowing Anthony Edwards to get into shooting range and then try to take the foul when he gets 2 or 3 free throws.
Edwards here trying to beat the clock. LaRavia defends 3. Halftime is here. Lakers by 5, ending the half on a 16-5 run. We're going to take a break and then take you to our studio. Lakers and Timberwolves, a rematch of the first round of the NBA playoffs from a season ago. You're watching the NBA on Prime.
I'm gonna get that.
30 teams, 6 groups, nowhere to hide. The hungriest will advance. The rest will be left behind.
Now this is high-stakes action.
Everyone wants that cup.
But only one will capture it.
Are you kidding me?
Terrific shooting in the first half from these 2 teams and these 2 players, specifically D-Wade.
But like we talked about in the opening, Anthony Edwards is doing exactly what we said. He's not forcing anything. He's attacking. He's getting to his mid-range. He's putting pressure on the defense all night.
And on Luka's side, at halftime, you heard from UD, you heard from Blake Griffin talking about The Minnesota Timberwolves game plan is to allow Luka to score, but guess what? Luka can score, and he's doing it in so many different ways. 9 of 14 from the field. The Wolves have thrown everything at him, and some. The kitchen sink, drop coverage, doubles, hedges. Luka has made them pay from beyond the arc in the first quarter, then he mixed it up in the second quarter, got to the rack. A little confusion between the two bigs on the defensive end. Target practice for Luka the Don. 23 of the Lakers' 32 points in the first quarter. And then Ant Edwards, I'll take the challenge. I'm gonna defend him 50 feet from the basket. Luka puts the ball on the floor, gets to the rim, uses that strong frame to absorb the contact.
Getting ready for our second half here in Los Angeles. All access on Prime.
Hey, let's go out there and compete. Like JJ said, this is going to be our best game so far. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Nas. Yeah, Nas. Right hand. I'm mic'd up. Don't say anything to me. You are? Yeah. I was about to, too. I know. I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, that stuff is great, Doncic. And there was a whistle as he fired and a foul. It's on Ayton below. It's on the Lakers center, and he picks up his second personal foul. Starting 5 that began the game starts the second half. DiVincenzo in for Conley. Dante with a 3. Don can't hit. Rebound picked up by Ayton. Ayton, Luka. Reeves had a good first half. Through traffic, Doncic on the move. So gracefully as he fires.
And as he knocks down that transition secondary jump shot, a point of emphasis for the Lakers has been no turnovers to start this third quarter. Golden State was ignited as Randall gets the easy look, but the Lakers have to do a better job of defending the offensive glass. T-Wolves have lived in this game because of second chance points.
13-0 Minnesota, 18-0. Doncic the fake, the feed, and a whistle.
The last shot by Luka Doncic in most locker rooms, that's a bad shot, right? Early in the clock, shoot a floater over a big guy, but for Luka, it doesn't matter. Every decision that Minnesota makes defensively is the wrong decision.
It was a kick ball. Shot clock will be at 14. Reeves will inbound. Doncic, 5 more points to have the most points through the first 2 games in Laker history. Ayton got it right there. The assist from Doncic.
And I see the connection forming. Ayton doing a great job setting that screen, that pocket pass, because the Wolves had to adjust to Luka the Don.
They trap Randall, and there's a whistle. 2K View presented by NBA 2K26.
And right here,
now.
and right here, this pocket pass to DeAndre Ayton, perfect at the free throw line. In order to win in this league, D-Wade, you got to have a big that can operate out of that pocket. I think of Jokic. I think of, Draymond Green. So great making the defense pay.
I agree.
DiVincenzo, Randall, shot clock at 3. Hachimura will defend. Randall for the triple.
JJ alluded to us that they were going to do a little bit something different. We won't be able to tell, but right now, just watching Ayton and watching Luka in the offense together seems like what the third quarter package is for those guys.
Because these third quarters, as we've talked about, open. Vincent free. Rebounding. Dug it out, put it in. Because these starts out of halftime have really been sluggish for the Lakers.
Well, making sure that Ayton got the ball early, that he touched the ball, he felt it early, it allows him to be active. And so we're seeing it right now. Putting him involved in the offense right out of the third quarter allows him to get his confidence up.
McDaniels will slice. Lakers will retrieve. Doncic will feed. Vincent, the trailing Hachimura. Timeout, Minnesota. That's the kind of start they've not been seeing out of halftime, but they're seeing it tonight.
Yes, right now, J.J. Redick excited that the Wolves were the one to call this timeout to stop the run. Biggest lead for the Lakers right here. Vincent takes it to the hoop, gets Hachimura, and easy done.
quarter. And as you guys have alluded to, JJ telling us pregame third quarters have not been great, particularly in the first 6 minutes for the Lakers. Yes, it is only just the second game of the season, but it's something they are certainly addressing. Players have taken accountability, guys, themselves, saying there is no excuse. Austin Reeves, after opening night, telling me it's an energy thing. Coaches have prepared us. We know we need to be better at executing the game plan. They're giving us the answers to the test. I did ask Scotty Brooks what they can do better here in the second half, particularly on the glass, those 10 offensive rebounds. He said we got better with it in the second quarter. The biggest key for us here in the second half is cleaning up the glass, continuing to box out and rebound, as well as taking care of the basketball and keep it moving. Kevin?
Good stuff, Allie. 2 right there from Ant. He had 1 point in the second quarter, 14 in the first, and his first 2 of the second half right there.
And if you're Minnesota, how do you calm the storm? Give the ball to Anthony Edwards and let him operate.
Great feed. They can't put it in on the first try. They do on the second. Aiden couldn't get it. Hachimura finishes it off. 13 from Rui Hachimura.
Well, I love his activity. You know, like we said, he has to get himself into this game. And so not standing out on the three-point line, just shooting threes, making sure he's mixing it up. And Aiden, featuring him very early, making sure that he stays aggressive in this game.
Trying to address the issues inside defense, rim protection, a big inside Ayton. Last couple years, Portland beginning as the #1 overall pick with the Suns, now a Laker. Doncic defends Edwards inside, acrobatic move and a whistle.
And Ant, a year ago, might have taken a step back 3. I think the growth is he's going at contact. You think of some of the best players in the league, which Ant is in that category. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the free throw line. You need those easy points to reset and to put points on the board.
I think he learned a lot in that Oklahoma City series last year in the Western Conference Finals. They talked about, you noticed the bonding. We've already visited about that. But watching Gilgeous-Alexander, I think you're always trying to evolve, and I think he has.
Well, he went into the summer with that mentality that he had to be better for this team. And you can tell, like, guys come into the season and they worked on something and they don't do it right away. He's shown us what he's worked on. He's been more intentional on making sure he keeps pressure on the defense.
62% shooting from the floor for the game for the Lakers. Lasering it inside. Doncic, Ayton, got it.
And right there, Doncic, just beautiful. Looking off the defense, finding his big under the rim.
What a move by McDaniels. Swaggering his way to the paint.
Once again, Minnesota getting the ball up, making sure they give it to Daniels in transition so he can get his opportunities to attack without the defense being set.
Boy, McDaniels is going through it. A push by Luka, a shove in there by Ayton. It's like a pinball
machine.
And this is a Big's dream right here. Roll to the rim. Luka holds 2. That's over 7'3" Rudy Gobert with the no-look find under the basket. To have the size and speed.
And the patience to be able to wait for it.
4 fouls now on McDaniels. And they're going to bring in Clark. And that is a concern and something that Coach Chris Finch is going to have to deal with. Conley came off the bench early in the game, picked up 3 quick fouls.
Yeah, you don't want your best defender picking up fouls this far away from the basket.
Doncic a fake and a foul. Edwards the rebound. Met by Vincent. Again, they're trapping Randall. He tries to squeeze, he feeds, and Clark is cutting. And Gobert grabs the offensive rebound. DiVincenzo a fake. He'll put up a floater. Knocked away. And that's a whistle inside. Loose ball foul. It's on Ayton, and he now has 3. With DiVincenzo at the strike. Follow your favorite teams with NBA League Pass on Prime. Watch up to 4 live games with multi-view to see everything you want, not missing a minute of action. Subscribe on Prime Video right now. Stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass.
And the thing you love from the Wolves thus far is the ball has not stuck. Julius Randle is accustomed to being doubled especially when he gets the ball in that mid-post area. But the reason why he was brought to the Wolves is because of his playmaking ability. The ball goes out, and then they attack from that 45 position.
Doncic with 34. Clark will defend. The bump, the shot, no foul. I read this to my partners here a couple minutes ago during the break. I'm going to read it to you again. You two and our big audience. Doncic now needing 5 more points to have the most points in the first 2 games of a Lakers season ever. Jerry West had 81 in his first 2 games in the 69-70 season. We're going back, what, 50 years or whatever. Luka has 77 so far in the first game and a half, and 78 there.
Luka is just a high IQ player, Candace. He understands in the post, he's banging. He knows that the defense is taking it, and then once he turns to his fade, defense job is to come back and attack him and try to contest his shot. He stays down, hit him with a body, and gets to the free throw line. Just a high IQ player.
What I love about the Lakers, they're moving their superstar around. We've seen him attack the defense from the top, but Doncic is in the post against a smaller Clark because McDaniels is out with his 4th foul.
Anthony Edwards. Hachimura is on him. It's Clark banging his way inside in the foul. Jalen Clark, we've known about his defense, working on his offense. Foul Doncic, 3rd on him with 11. Jalen Clark, late 2nd round pick, UCLA, former Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year. They lost off the bench Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was a sign and trade with Atlanta. So the bench was altered just a little bit coming out of last season to this, but the basic core, as you talked about earlier, Candace, is there.
Yeah, and a big part of that we have not seen in this second half, but now just checked in, is Shannon Jr. as well. He earned his minutes last year, the end of the regular season, played some big minutes in the playoffs, and has earned that position coming off the bench along with Clark.
Doncic picked up his 4th foul, not his 3rd, his 4th. Under 7 to go, and they trap him. Vincent, knocked away inside, swiped by Edwards. It's loose. Doncic in.
That will get a big guy going right there. Conscious effort to make sure that Aiden is involved and he's touching the basketball. Luka could have shot the floater, but he gave it up to his big guy.
Cross court, Edwards, Randall, triple, bucket.
And Randall knows these rims. He knows them all too well. Playing here, drafted here, traded after his 2nd year, but boy, he is putting on a show with 22 early points.
Candace, I played with a big guy named Shaquille O'Neal, your big brother, and I understood the importance of making sure he touched the ball. If I had a layup and he was there, I would make sure I give up my layup to give him a lob, because the importance of what he's going to do on the other end of the floor for us, and also screen setting, is what we needed.
Edwards ends, knocked by Doncic, got the 2, and 20 points for Edwards.
I love how D-Wade thought he had a choice of giving Shaq the ball.
Hey, get high. Lead there, a little sportsmanship. Said, hey, we shook, we saw. Foul.
That's a Park foul. It's all good.
Reed, number 1. We're going to check it again.
Candace, that's a Park foul.
Okay, well,
my dad fouled me like that all the time.
In this era of basketball, D-Wade,
oh, well, yeah,
around the head area usually warrants an upgrade. Rui coming in to make sure that the bigs are okay.
The ruling on the floor of a defensive foul is under review for a potential flagrant.
Crew chief James Williams. So we'll take a look at it. Joining us late, LeBron James missing his 2nd consecutive game. He will not be back, they don't think, until mid-November. This was the play they're looking at here.
I just wonder, D-Wade, if there's a little extra right here. Just a little bit.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I saw Nas Reed go over to him afterwards and make sure he was cool. It's all love. It looked bad in real speed.
Lakers by 5. They've trailed by 11. 3 ties and a lead change in this one. Lakers last year against Minnesota averaged only 97 points a game against the #6 defensive team in the league. And tonight, we've got half the third quarter to go. They've already got 87.
And another point that the Lakers struggled with against T-Wolves was shooting from beyond the arc.
Yep. After review, it has been determined that there is wind-up and potential for injury as the defender wraps up the offensive players up around his shoulders. For that reason, this play has been upgraded from a common foul to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. It'll be 2 shots for Aiden, and it'll be LA ball side out.
And another look. And we'll see what they just saw.
It's a great call by the refs. Obviously, he did do that. I don't think it was malicious, Candace. I think it's just he saw a guy about to get a dunk, and he went a little higher than him, and he got him around the neck.
For the Lakers, how hard is it to build chemistry early in a season and with no LeBron in camp? They didn't practice with him. He's missing the first part of the season. How hard is building the chemistry with what you got out, knowing that he is going, the cavalry is coming?
Potentially, this could, in the long run, end up being great for the Lakers, because you think about the roles that these guys are going to have to settle into with LeBron out. There's a huge hole in terms of ball handling responsibilities, playmaking, all of those things. When LeBron's back, it's going to be easier.
Yeah, and also, too, LeBron is another one of those high IQ basketball players. So right now, he's watching everything that all his guys are doing on the court, so he can come back and make sure that they continue to play to their strengths.
It's hard, though, not seeing him play. I mean, he's averaged a lot of games. Last year, he averaged 24 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He played 70. He's averaged 70 games over the last couple years, played for LA. Reed defends. Good thing. Good stuff. And 2.
And right there, Reeves doing a great job passing up the contested jump shot to get to the paint.
Shannon is in. Clark on top. McDaniels on the bench. 4 fouls. They were going for Edwards. Tipped away and out of bounds by the Lakers. Shot clock at 10.
Well, most guys that are great scorers, you have to have one thing in common, and that's called patience. And Reeves has that, and he had that on that play right there, understanding the defense was trying to get back to make a block.
Nice finger roll. Drive inside. Good fake by Randall to get his 24th point. Then he leads the Wolves. Edwards with 20. Luka's got 36, 24 in the first quarter. Reeves, Shannon out. Doncic loads up. Shot clock at 2. Down goes Doncic. Will not count. It's a foul on Reed.
And Doncic looks at Reeves and says, "My bad."
My bad. Like he hit it on purpose.
We were talking to Chris Finch before the game. He said, we asked him the difference with LeBron in and LeBron out. And he said, you can trap when LeBron's not out there. When LeBron's out, you cannot trap him.
And the thing is, Luka and LeBron are so big and so strong that all the ball has to do is get out. And then on the weak side, you have to deal with the other. You have to deal with LeBron getting the ball out of the trap, passing to Luka, Luka making you pay on the backside, or vice versa.
Candace, what do you think about the trap with Luka at half court?
I think you trap if there's a big on you, and that's what the Wolves seem to be doing if there's a big on him when he got going.
Yeah.
But in that first quarter, I think you're trying to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Get the ball out of his hand.
Anything.
Conley in. Now coming off the bench, but has accepted the role and is excited about the opportunity for DiVincenzo. Edwards picked up by Ayton. Shot clock at 4. He'll pierce, he'll drive, he'll get it.
And that's with nail help. Austin Reeves right there. Anthony Edwards is so athletic.
Reeves kicking. Doncic. Edwards on him. Chiseling, faking, leaning, driving, feeding. Reeves, 3.
I felt like he was throwing that ball to us, Candace. I was getting ready for it.
I feel like that was the payback from the couple plays before where he messed up.
When he messed up his 3, he gave it right back to him.
4 to go in the third.
Offensive foul.
That is Conley, another one. He's not played that much. He's already got 4 fouls. Mike Conley off the bench. 8 minutes, 4 fouls.
Listen, Conley, he might not have a lot of breaks. That was just an older guy right there, couldn't stop, and he just ran into the screen. It's all right, Conley.
That's the thing that goes. It's not the gas.
The brakes go. You lose
As
your brakes,
get older,
Kevin.
you lose your brakes.
He could not stop on that one.
Marcus Smart is in. Nice addition for this team, and he's healthy. And his toughness and physicality and smarts and defense and communication. Full package. Reeves hard to the hole. Biggest lead for the Lakers. Gobert's getting off the bench. The twirling Edwards. And LaRavia's on him. Vanderbilt with the rebound. It's off to Smart. And Reeves, a fake, a drive into Reed, and a foul.
And as a player in secondary, you understand that the Lakers are in the penalty. So not settling for jump shots in this juncture of the game, getting to the rack and making the Wolves foul you.
If you're Austin Reeves, you're looking at this lineup that's on the floor and you love it. You know you have 2 great defenders in Marcus Smart and Vandy. They're going to handle the defense. You know you got a great shooter and a young fella Jake over here, but also too Rudy, a guy you can play, Rui, a guy you can play with. So if I'm Austin, I'm coming in excited about these 5 minutes I get with this group to be able to be featured as a #1 guy.
Reed picked up his 3rd. Reeves was one of 13 players last season to average at least 20 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. 13 of them league-wide. And 2 others were Doncic and LeBron. So the Lakers had 3 of the 13. Reeves at the stripe, undrafted. Last season, 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. Gobert will check in for Minnesota.
Did Gobert go ball this summer? Is this a new look? Has he? Is this new?
Tougher.
Like it. The beard is popping.
Yeah, just because you have a beard.
Yeah, I like it. It looks, it's mature. Good look, Rudy.
Lakers on a 7-0 run. Biggest lead of the game. Good feed. Clock to Edwards. What a cut. What a throw.
Those long strides that he takes to kind of decelerate and slow down when the defense feet is planted on the floor. He's great at that.
Oh, Smart. No look behind the back. Vanderbilt can't convert. Reed has got the rebound. LaRavia was battling for it, and here comes Minnesota. Edwards. LaRavia will greet him with a fake and a drive and a whistle. 2:41 to go. Foul called. Austin Reeves out there orchestrating right now as LaRavia picks up his 2nd.
Listen, when I played with LeBron James, I loved when he went to the bench because I got the ball and I got a chance to get my game going. And that's what we're watching with Austin Reeves right now. He's getting it going.
Reeves, 21 points on 13 shots in 29 minutes for LA. Back in Los Angeles, Anthony Edwards at the free throw line. Arabia picked up his second personal. And Ant at the stripe. We had mentioned this earlier, coming off a career-high scoring season of 27 points a game last year. 4th in the league. Number 2 in three-point shots attempted and made. And if you're just joining us, we talked about him working on his mid-range game. And he was 5 of 7 the other night in Portland, so he really made it work. And they rallied to come back and beat the Blazers. They're going to lean on him a lot. Down by 9 and trailing moments ago by 13. Turnover. It's Minnesota's ball.
And a beautiful drawn-up play by J.J. Redick. I feel him. He drew that out of timeout. Marcus Smart wishes he could get that back, but nice play.
Nice play. That's the play, Candace. Once you score off that, you point to your coach because he gave you an easy one. You know, you point to him, so he didn't get a chance to get his point off.
Terrence Shannon throws it away. It's picked off by Vanderbilt. Laravia. Shannon defends.
Hey, Laravia.
Inadvertently poked in the eye. The defense by Clark. Reeves had it. And a foul. It's on Clark. He's got 4.
Minnesota has picked up a lot of fouls way beyond the three-point line. You got to understand when you're out there, the ref's eyes are on you a little bit more, so you got to make sure your hands is out of the way.
Reeves at the line. Upcoming national TV schedule in the NBA. Peacock on Monday. Cleveland, Detroit, Denver, Minnesota. Then Peacock and NBC will carry Tuesday. ESPN Wednesday. And for more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
And the Lakers doing a better job from the free throw line than the other night against Golden State. We're 17 of 28 from the free throw line today.
They missed 11 and they lost by 10. Edwards and Laravia. Randall, he loves that spot. Rebound Vanderbilt.
And if you're Minnesota, the ball has not broken the plane of the free throw line on the last couple possessions.
Hachimura into the paint with the ball. Hits the deck, got the 2, send him to the line.
Candace, you and I was having a conversation on a break about Rui and wanting him to be more aggressive the way he's playing tonight. And you said it takes some time. It takes a game. He's used to playing with LeBron and Luka from last season. It took a game, but now he's playing the game that we think he should play. Use that body, use that athleticism that you have, and he's doing that.
And not settling.
Not settling.
Mixing it up. If it's a catch and shoot, he's confident, ready to take it. But again, he's not taking contested threes. He's cutting to the basket. I mean, he's done all of that and extremely efficient, 8 of 11 from the field.
And he just gave the Lakers their biggest lead tonight, doubling his point total from the Tuesday loss to Golden State with the whistle on the Lakers on top. And Vanderbilt will get it. Or is it on Rui? It's on Hachimura. And at the free throw line is Randall.
I don't want to put too much pressure on Rui, but I need to be between 18 to 24 with LeBron out per night. I need him to have that mentality that he is a guy who can score between 18 to 24 points with LeBron's out. Now, when LeBron comes back, you go back into a different role. But right now, they need that third option to be able to score like he's doing tonight.
What was a glaring hole in the Lakers offense last game? You had Doncic with the 40-point near triple-double, Austin Reeves his normal self, and it was Aiden who had 10, and the rest of the guys, nobody else had double-figure scoring. So if the Lakers are going to hold it down while LeBron is out, they have to find that third guy.
38 for Doncic tonight. You saw him watching, resting, Smart, DiVincenzo in and defending. And approaching the final minute of the third. Vanderbilt a screen. Highland fought through. Reeves can hit. Vacuumed in. Gobert. Randall. The bump. No call. Smart. Reeves. Oh!
Marcus Smart. The little things.
The little things, right.
The little things. And also the luxury they have with Marcus Smart is he can run the point guard. Jaylen Brown just talked about how much he missed playing with Marcus Smart because of the easy buckets he would get because of his smarts and intelligence as a point guard.
Edwards the crossover. And in tight. Gobert will tap in the miss. Rudy Gobert. First two tonight. He had 10 in Portland in the opener Wednesday. There's a whistle.
And right there, if you're Gobert, that's a cheap one, far away from the basket, as you talked about, Wade. Vanderbilt going for the screen, and then right here, Marcus Smart in the backcourt of Vanderbilt are going to be tough for any teams to play against. They're going to get those extra hustle plays, which you reward Rui Hachimura with a nice dunk in transition.
Reeves with the assist. He's got the double-double, 23 and 10 assists.
Marcus Smart always just seems to be in the right place on the defensive end of the floor. He sees it a play ahead. It's like a cornerback in that sense, or a free safety. He sees the game a play ahead. He's always right there and in the right spaces on the defensive end of the floor.
He's a great communicator.
And as we come to a close for this third quarter, I would give the Lakers a grade A. JJ talked before the game about their need to come out and be a better third quarter team, and I think they have.
And he said if they didn't figure it out tonight, they're going to go back to the lab and try to figure it out again. They need to get better in the third quarter, and they have.
Lakers have scored 40 points in the third. Randall and Hachimura. Final shot, final seconds. Knocked away Vanderbilt inside, and that's how it ends. Defense inside for the Lakers. And their biggest lead right now, with outstanding individual performances. Doncic 38, double-double by Reeves. Lakers on top. This is the NBA on Prime.
Oh, make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick.
Doncic will put up a three, and Edwards will fly inside. Poke and prod and spin at 16-footer. Oh, he's feeling it. NBA on Prime tonight from downtown Los Angeles. Boy, this city is cooking. Clippers are playing across the street. Dodgers in the World Series. And we've got a little bit of entanglement with Vanderbilt and Gobert. Long limbed. I can see why they'd get tangled up. There was a whistle. There was a foul. It was on Vanderbilt. So the Lakers led by 5 at halftime. They have a 14-point lead going to the fourth.
Rudy just got long arms, just got in the way. That's all.
Because I can't move. I'm locked. He's got his first, Vanderbilt does, and here comes Reed. McDaniels in for fouls. Doncic back in, defending Reed, who spins. Gobert was there, whistle blown inside. It's on Minnesota.
Candace, the Lakers are doing an unbelievable job of making sure that they close all gaps. As you see, every time Minnesota try to drive, there's three guys right there, arms out, hands stripping the ball. They're doing everything, but they're closing those gaps, and it's not a lot open for that paint.
Early help, often help, and loading the ball handler. And Luka hits that sweep over the right shoulder.
40.
Just an easy 40, Kevin.
He just passed Jerry West for the most points to begin a season the first two games.
And we have 11 minutes left.
His footwork is crazy.
The 69-70 season. None of us were born. DiVincenzo. Minnesota returns 7 of the top 8 players. Highland had it picked away, and then he gets it back. Moravia was the one who charted initially. McDaniels. Oh, he's a hard shot. Right inside, he goes into Vanderbilt. Picked up by Doncic. Luka. Gobert there. Luka's in 4 threes. Smart. The double, the feed, the kick. It's out of bounds.
To Coach's point, he's okay with Rudy guarding Luka way out there.
And right here, D-Wade, I love when superstars get to that mid-post He's comfortable now. A little Dirk-esque.
Yeah, that's how I do. That's how I would do you, Candace, right there. Just real simple, easy. Don't do too much.
I got the scouter report, D-Wade.
He can't hit. Doncic there. He was shoved. He was looking for the call, and they go the other way. Laravia. Doncic behind the back. Rui will try to beat it, and he does.
And I love the way that the Lakers are covering up the lack of depth at the center position. They're using Rui to set screens. They're using Vanderbilt to set screens. And when they double Luka, he's going to make you pay.
Pretty play. Slicing in. Bones Highland. Smart. Hard charging into McDaniels. Tip and try Vanderbilt. He felt awkwardly. Down he is. Getting up now slowly with DiVincenzo and Highland and Reed.
Oh, wow. No trouble, huh? That was nice.
That was slow footwork. Right?
Yeah. Deceleration. Jay, don't pick up another foul.
Doncic easily. And 42 for Luka Doncic.
How easy was that? Came off the double staggered, slow down, absorb the contact, easy goose.
DiVincenzo. 3. Vanderbilt the rebound.
The communication from Marcus Smart, Kevin, as you talked about on defense, is so big. He's talking to those guys defensively, letting them know that he's right there to help them.
And Vanderbilt thought he got away with a little grab of McDaniels on that screen when Luka rejected the screen, but refs caught him. See right here, D-Wade, Luka wants to go. Jared Vanderbilt give him a little grab.
Listen, I'm happy for Jaden McDaniel. He finally got one. He's been crying about that one. He finally got that call.
Lakers, of course, without, we mentioned before, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is now gone from Minnesota. Dorian Finney-Smith is no longer a Laker. He is with the Rockets, and they miss him. They tried to sign him, and he got a better deal with Houston. Reed faking out Laravia, can't can the triple, picked up by Gobert.
And one of the things that have kept the Wolves in this game is second chance points, and they're going to be crucial to close this game.
Nas Reed, DeAndre Ayton, and here comes Doncic.
The second chance points and also the bench scoring. They're outscoring them 21-10. The bench, that's what's kept Minnesota in this game.
It's going to be a long season for the NBA. Luka the Don does this night in and night out. Coming off of a 40-point near triple-double, he follows it up with 45 on that 3. Luka is in a zone, and when he's in that zone, there's no stopping him.
I'm sweating.
The Wolves by 9 in the second, by 9 in the third. They've outscored him here in the few minutes gone in this fourth quarter by 5.
And coming back in this fourth quarter a little earlier than he would to try to calm this Lakers storm.
Terrence Shannon can't hit. Here comes Doncic with 45 points. His season high last year was 45. He's got 45 in game 2, and he's got 7.5 minutes to go.
Don't forget the shimmy.
It's Ayton and Rob Dillingham, who is off the bench. The second-year guard for Kentucky was in there battling. Here from the wing, presented by Wingstop.
He has 45 points and a shimmy. That's how I shimmy, Candace, when I know I'm getting some Wingstop. When I know I'm eating me some chicken, that's how I shimmy.
It's a Slovenian shimmy. Whatever Luka ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, give me some of that.
Doncic
good.
lasers one inside to Ayton.
I don't think they're going to have any problem with Ayton rolling to the basket anymore after tonight.
Well, we've seen Aiden is capable of rolling to the basket. We've seen what he did with Chris Paul when he was in Phoenix. He was a rim threat, and that opened up their offense. Doncic is going to get you looks. LeBron is going to get you looks because of the tension they draw, and they're such great passers.
It's an official timeout, and I think Dillingham caught an elbow in the nose, and there was some bleeding. And so they're wiping and taking care of that. Timberwolves, one of the best defensive teams, Allie, last couple years, but tonight the Lakers are shooting 63%.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk out of Minnesota has been about taking it to the next level. We heard Ant say at the start of the game to the officials, it's not about the Western Conference Finals anymore. It's championship or bust. And one of the big things to get them there is being better defensively all game long, guys. It's being preached. Going back to the second quarter, Chris Finch kept a huddle message very simple with his guys saying they're shooting 60%. Then he repeated himself. In the third, Ant saying, we got to get stops. We're not stopping anyone. When I asked Dante DiVincenzo this morning at shoot-around what it was going to take to get past the conference finals, he said understanding that it's all about the little things, and that starts now. And guys, I'd argue that it goes for the little things on the defensive end, especially now.
It's always the little things, right? The attention to detail as they're continuing to wipe it up. By the way, not only are the Lakers shooting 60, now 64% from the floor, but from three, they're 12 of 25. The other night, from three, they were 8 of 32. So they missed 10 free throws, and they only hit 8 threes. The Lakers did. And tonight, just the reversal.
Well, their Achilles heel last year when playing the Timberwolves has been from beyond the arc, only shooting 23% from three-point range in their 4 matchups with the Wolves. And so I think a big area is not only knocking down threes, but generating good catch-and-shoot threes. And that's what they've done off the play of Luka, off the play of Austin Reeves, and off of paint touches in this offense.
So Luka tonight, 45 points on 19 shots in 31 minutes, 5 of 10 from 3, 14 of 16 from the free throw line. He's got 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and just 3 turnovers. And he has scored or assisted on 63 Laker points tonight. And look at these names and those numbers.
Yes, right here. The only player, I repeat, the only player in the history of the NBA that averages 28, 8, and 8. LeBron and the Big O averaging 27, 7, and 7. It's rare company.
Edwards the fake, and he'll fire the triple. 18 down, they trailed by 21. And now 29 for Anthony Edwards.
So going to Ali's point, what Coach talked about, the defense, that is very important right now for this team. We talk about all the little things. They're going to need all the little things if they're going to get back in this game.
There's a foul.
The non-Anthony Edwards minutes have not been pretty this evening. As you see Ant come off the screen and knock down that 3. They're going to have to get some stops on the defensive end so that they can get at the Lakers in transition.
Doncic. 3. Look at the hustle of Reeves. Saved it. Fix it. Aiden. Just like that. Second chance points, offensive rebounding, and they get the deuce.
The little things, once again, just getting there, just getting your hand on the ball, tipping it out. You give your big fella a chance to continue to get into this game. Great job by the Lakers.
Ed Edwards in a straight jacket down there, and the ball was knocked away, and it's off the Lakers, and 11-5.
And it's interesting to start this game. We kept saying that the Lakers have to keep the Timberwolves off the glass. Well, the Lakers out of timeout, out of halftime, have gotten to those 50-50 balls, have gotten the second chance points that they've needed to extend this lead.
Well, it's contagious. It's contagious, Candace. You know, when one guy, Marcus Smart, started it, he started the energy, started diving on the floor for loose balls, it became contagious, and you see that it's went through the entire team.
Double-double for Doncic, 10 rebounds with those 45 points, close to a triple-double. Reeves has got 25, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. But they're being contributions around the Lakers lineup tonight. McDaniels bumped and hits. Off the rim, picked up on the play. Doncic, down court, Reeves.
Dunk it in.
Doncic, 47.
Is that a dunk?
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47
tonight.
points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
That's definitely how I was dunking at the end of my career right there. Okay, Luka.
And in all the hype, he got pushed in the back, so he's going to the free throw line.
Look at the smile on his face, like a little kid out there just having fun playing the game he loves.
And there's help on the way in about a month.
Do you hear that, D-Wade?
What is it? Is that 3 letters?
This is game 2 of the NBA season. MVP chance.
He's got now 48 points after scoring 43 with 12 rebounds and 9 assists in game 1. He's 15 of 17 from the free throw line. And the Lakers on that run, you see right there, 14-3. Here comes Edwards, step back. Reeves another rebound. Numbers the other way, 3-on-2 in the middle and on the wing. Laravia triple. Ayton tried to get it. Randall retrieves it.
I just love the activity from Ayton as he's gotten into this game offensively. He's picked up his activity on both sides of the ball.
Ant across the lane. Foul. So the Lakers came out sluggish in the third, and a lot of times last year after halftime. Tonight, whatever Redick did, and he wouldn't tell us what exactly he was going to do, but they scored 40 points in the third, and that's when the game turned.
Well, now they've set the expectation.
They can do it.
They understand what the bar is. And a lot of times, what the Lakers do in that third quarter is they dig themselves too great of a hole to then have the momentum to get out of it. They take so much getting back into the game in the fourth that they don't have enough to finish it. And so you saw the intentionality of them coming out in that third quarter. I think establishing Ayton in the post, as well as not settling for jump shots. They shot 14 free throws in that third quarter.
You know, one thing that JJ told us is in practice now they have this thing called vitamins. That's when guys are getting their individual work in. And he talked about putting Luka, putting AR together with DA, which is DeAndre Ayton, and making sure that them guys getting that rhythm and they're getting an understanding of what they all want and expect from each other. And so you see the work that they put in is now getting a chance to show out here in front of everyone.
One of the things that Redick has emphasized is championship shape. Long three, Luka! And the rebound pulled down by Johan Bergeau, who is in now. He is a rookie from France, 17th overall pick. It's Bones Highland and McDaniels launching a triple. Reeves another rebound.
Candace, you think he know he got 48 points and he needs one more bucket to get 50? You think Luka understands this?
I think there's enough scoreboards in this crypto.com arena to realize that.
Vincent, Reeves, and a whistle. 3 seconds.
As a big, you're like, somebody shoot it.
Somebody shoot that.
Somebody shoot the ball.
So the Timberwolves, with Bergeau in the game, Clark, Edwards is going to leave, Joe Ingles is going to come in, Ant's done for the night with his 31 points after putting in 43 the other night. McDaniels is going to leave. One of the things the Wolves want to do this year is really work on getting younger players more minutes in important moments. Now, clearly this game is a little bit loose at a 23-point lead. But here they go with Ingles making the move.
And Kevin, what Wolves fans all around have wanted to see is Rob Dillingham, and you hate that after 1 minute of action, he has to go to the back with some blood, because I think he could be an interesting piece, a young piece for the Wolves.
Hatchet still in, across the lane, doubled inside, tap in, try Ayton, no.
For all the young guys out there, I need them to understand how important these minutes are that they're playing right now. You will get in film session, and these minutes will be on the film. Just because you're getting blown out doesn't mean that these minutes do not matter.
Leonard Miller took that one. He is a third-year player, played in the G League from Ignite. second-round pick. He is in. With Ingles, a longtime veteran. Jalen Clark in the game. As we mentioned, Bones Highland in. And Johan Berger is in. And a timeout. Big night for Doncic. 48 points. And a 23-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll be looking, we'll be watching. 3:14 to go.
Hey.
Johnny Juzang is it? What is it? Oh, they've still got Luka in.
You know what that is.
And I'll tell you what the conversation
Talk
before
to
that
us.
timeout was. JJ said, Luka, do you want to get 50? Luka said, yes.
So how long he give
And
him?
now he's going to get 50.
In on Highland, doubled.
Get one shot.
Berenger is in there.
Oh, he got the foul.
And Highland will pick up the foul.
Everybody in the arena, in the universe, knew where that ball was going. But guess what? If you're Minnesota, it's easy to know where the ball is going. It's harder to stop it.
He was only giving them one possession to get that 50. Oh,
he's going to have to stay in a little longer.
And everybody on the bench is laughing. LeBron gives the thumbs up.
How about in 2 games? Luka scored 91 points, now 92, 23 rebounds, 17 assists.
Safe to say he a bad boy.
Lakers will go with Koloko coming in. Luka's out. He'll end the night with 49. After beginning the season a couple nights ago with a terrific 43. But the difference is the Lakers will have a win.
And everybody in this arena understands the greatness that we get to witness on a daily basis. Standing ovation for Luka Doncic.
Well deserved.
And there's a nice play in the first NBA points for Johan Berger. The rookie from France, a Slovenian league champion. Decorated European player and very young and very long. And Minnesota really likes what he presents. Inside, driving hard. Bronny James. He's in the game for the first time. Leonard Miller, here comes Bones Highland. Works by Koloko and gets it to go.
I've been knowing Bronny James his whole life. It's a little surreal right now watching him out here in the NBA court. Getting a chance to see the young fella live out his dream right now.
Connect. He'll put up a 3. Berger with rebound. Look at the sliding move right here by Leonard Miller. Minnesota will go to 1-1 with the loss. Lakers to 1-1 with the win. Cutting here is Jake LaRavia.
Once again, these minutes for these young guys on the Minnesota Timberwolves, they matter. This can get you some playing time.
Rodney looking to feed as he drove. It's off Minnesota.
Right here, we've seen Dalton Connect play big minutes for the Lakers last season when they had injuries.
Shot clock violation.
And this is the time where, like you said, bench players are able to play themselves into the rotation.
Juzang, who played at UCLA, and takes it in and fouled on the play. Utah was his address last season for the Jazz.
Yes, it was. One thing I watched with this young man right here is he puts in a lot of work on his game. He's not afraid of the gym. He's not allergic to the work. So it's good to see him get this opportunity here in Minnesota.
Undrafted player, 4th year in the league. Here he is at the line.
And you know, D-Wade, a lot of times the NBA for a short period of time went away from drafting older guys that stayed in college long. And you talk about two guys that didn't stay in college, didn't go to college at all, is Anthony Edwards and Luka the Don. Luka putting up 49 easy. You saw a shootout in that first quarter, but just the league is in good hands.
It definitely is. It's in great hands, man. So getting a chance to see the Stars tonight show out here in LA, put on a show. Obviously, Luka took it to a whole nother level, but that's what we all came to see. So we thank those guys.
LaRavia takes it in. Good hands at a time when there's transition. I mean, coming in, I think we all realize that the clock clearly ticking on LeBron, who's yet to play, and won't until November at the earliest. Steph Curry, who had some big shots on this floor the other night for Golden State.
Kevin Durant.
KD. Yep.
We had 37 tonight.
Yep. How about that, huh?
Just wake up and get buckets.
Easy money.
LaRavia is at the line. For Memphis initially after being drafted by Minnesota. Sacramento, now a Laker. Poked away by LaRavia. Diving on the floor by LaRavia. Island comes up with it, vacuums it in, and goes inside, and then out to Engel. Juzang. Nope. Picked up by Berger, and it's Ingles for 3. Johnny Juzang will put up the shot. Vanderbilt has it.
And I really think the Lakers can build. Not only, you're not going to shoot the ball great every night. You're not going to shoot 63% from the field and knock down 12 of 29 from beyond the arc. But their intention coming out of halftime to establish the paint, to move the ball, to hang their hat on their defense. I thought that Marcus Smart and Vanderbilt came in and did a great job of changing the game defensively. They showed a lot of great things tonight against the Timberwolves.
And they came out, the Lakers did, in that 3rd quarter after the half and did something that they had really struggled with. And that is showing the energy they need. And they came out with a lot of it and change the game in the 3rd and go on to a 128-110 win. So Doncic with 49 points, 10 rebounds, make it 11 rebounds and 8 assists. Reeves with 25 and 11 assists, so 2 double-doubles for the Lakers. And Hachimura had 23, and Dwayne, you were talking about him with JJ in our room before the game, and you have an interest in him, and he came out after a 9-point game 1. He comes out in his 2nd game of the season and was that needed ingredient to make it a kind of a 3-player plunge.
Yeah, just understanding the importance of LeBron James is out right now. They need that